In most people's friend groups, there is always a nerdy person that probably likes anime or video games, maybe getting pegged, sometimes all three. But whatever those nerdy interests are, one thing is certain. That person gets tons of bitches, is naturally athletic, badass, and nonchalant with dreads. For my group, I am this person, and all of those statements about bitches, athleticism, money, and fame are true. Oh shit, did I forget to mention that I'm also the popular loner at my local maid cafe? And make easily over 5,000 V-Bucks a battle pass, and I'm 6 foot.
You shut the fuck up.
Guess you guys saw through my ploy. Be honest though, how believable was it, like on a scale of 1 to 10? Because honestly, like I think
Man, shut your bitch ass up.
Alright, I'm just a freaking loser. Assholes. Alright, dead ass bro, like that's enough. Fucking stop, okay? But at a certain time in the friend group's duration, the normal people, or should I say shilibakai, will run out of shows to watch. And this is a very important time because the nerdy friend will try and put everyone on game. Watch AOT, watch One Punch Man, watch Death Note. We try desperately to plug these Neanderthals with the most incredible fiction of all time, and they turn us down because watching anime is weird. Well, today I've concocted a list so spicy, savory, and succulent that even the most normie of bakas couldn't resist watching. These shows have fantastic dub performances that even rival their Japanese counterparts, and are so different from the common anime formula that I wouldn't even call these quote-unquote anime. With Cyberpunk Edgerunners being a relatively new release, and given its massive success, it is still fresh on everyone's minds. Oh yeah, and there is a second season that was just announced by Netflix. This shit is hot, people, and more astounding than all of these achievements, I full-heartedly believe the dub of this show is better than the sub. With performances like this.
This is it. It's the end of the line for me. But not for you. Fast is what you do best, ain't it? Just keep running.
And this.
Let him rip out his spine! I'll kill him! I'll kill him! You're dead! 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 Fucking dead! I'll fucking kill you!
I mean, shit, that was pretty good. But considering that Cyberpunk is a much more Western style anime, it doesn't have waifus, it doesn't take place in some fuck ass high school, and the designs of the characters are so goddamn authentic. I mean, holy shit, this guy was in the show for 3 minutes and I felt like I know so much about his life and importance to the story. Everything about this city is completely unique. Incredible writing, design, and music went into this show. Just listen to this shit. Who's Ready for Tomorrow makes me feel like a broke ass kid having an awful day in a city filled with trash. Zurawie speaks for itself, man. It sounds like the greatest chase scene of all time, and in the show, kinda is. And if I Really Want to Stay at Your House isn't one of the greatest fucking songs ever placed on this earth, then I don't know what is. Combine these with the incredible city and the fantastic voice acting performances, and you have this absolute masterpiece that can be binge-watched in 1 day's time. That sounds like the perfect starter, if you're asking me. Y'all really think I was gonna make an edit of that shit? Y'all look dumb as hell. This one is interesting because the sub is ironically pretty dog shit. One thing I hate to listen to in a sub is when the Japanese people try and speak in English and it just comes out like the most terrible dog shit you've ever heard. I get if you're gonna do a super cool attack and you wanna say something in English for the wow factor, these are tolerable. But when the main character of the story has to speak in English for like 3 minutes an episode, it makes me want to break my fucking phone in half. It's like listening to fingernails on a chalkboard. It got to the point where I was about to drop this shit. Like this was a chore for me to watch. The dub, on the other hand, Well,
I say we kneecap this pussy.
this made up for all of the stupid shit I hated about this show. All of the terrible action sequences, all of the bitching from Rock, all of it just went away. What replaced it was the most insensitive, ruthless,
Your breath stinks like you've been sucking cock.
borderline illegal language I'd ever heard.
Rock! Fucking shit for brains! The only fucking reason we're not dead right now is because, for some fucking reason, that fucking war maniac bitch put her gun away! Or maybe it was God's grace or your great sense of humor! Yeah, I agreed to be your gun while we were here, but this is fucked! I could protect you through the fucking Alamo! But it's just not fucking possible to protect a guy who's trying so damn hard to get fucking killed all the time!
And I'm a massive fan of shows like these. Trailer Park Boys has profanity in nearly every sentence, and Black Lagoon is the closest thing to that level of naughty words in an anime I've ever seen. So if you perchance want to watch some action with a little bit of potty for the short price of 29 episodes, this is the show for you. Cowboy Bebop still stands the test of time. Its soundtrack, story, its art, its characters are so damn good that it makes shows made even 2 decades later pale in comparison. But you've heard that glaze many times before. I am here to speak about the non-anime stuff in this anime. What is that, you ask? What do you mean by non-anime stuff? There are things my fellow virgins have grown accustomed to in our anime watching endeavors. Some of those include fan service, perviness, sexualized minors. You know, the kind of stuff that makes us look really bad. But Cowboy Bebop has none of that bullshit. And I would venture to say that Cowboy Bebop is not really an anime. It is just so unique from the rest of the anime world that it isn't even thought about in the comic. What about the dub? I could talk about it, or I could just show you, which I think is a little better. Grab your popcorn, motherfucker. This is about to get good.
Where are you going? Why are you going? You told me once to forget the past because it doesn't matter. But you're the one still tied to the past, Spike.
Look at my eyes, Faye. One of them is a fake because I lost it in an accident. Since then, I've been seeing the past in one eye and the present in the other. Never the whole picture.
You never told me anything about yourself. So don't tell me now. And now you're leaving, just like that. Why do you have to go? Where are you going? What are you going to do? Just throw your life away like it was nothing?
I'm not going there to die. I'm going to find out if I'm really alive. I have to do it, Faye.
This is the return of the Spanish cowboy. It's the blood of terror. Yeah, I'm good back soon. Still, and the speed of Chiba. You and I go. Yeah, well, go deeper. I wanna go deeper, nigga. You know, we got that space cowboy vibe. It's a planetary. Good vibes, good times. Chiba. I got Chiba on my brain.
Hellsing Ultimate is another completely unique show, can't really call an anime. One big reason, in particular, is the dub. What makes it so special, you ask? Each character has an accent. That's right, they chose not to make every character sound like a white person from Kansas. In Cyberpunk, David Martinez is technically Latino. This motherfucker sounds whiter than rice. Now I know, basically everybody in Hellsing is white, but they get the country of origin right. Some of my favorite performances include the Major,
Captain, why aren't you singing?
heavy German accent, Walter,
Ex-vampire hunter and butler to the Helsing organization. I answer the door, I clean up the estate, and I take out the trash. And I also kill self-entitled little twats like yourself.
with a proper British accent, and my favorite of all is Alexander Anderson, the Scotsman. I'd say that like all of the other shows on this list, the dub is better than the sub. And if you watch in English, you'll actually understand way more about the history of the supernatural in early Europe, the Helsing organization, the Crusaders, and even a little bit about the early church. But if you're like me and haven't reached Unk status yet, then you would know that history is boring as fuck. Luckily, Helsing covers up all of that bullshit with awesome fights, soundtracks, and vocals, so that if you don't give a shit about motherfuckers by the name of Edward and Henry, you don't have to. If all of my yappage didn't just convince you to watch this show, then allow me to cook.